Good afternoon and welcome to another live stream. Um, this is a bit unorthodox for me because this is a Saturday afternoon, July 4th weekend, which is not my regular stream schedule. So I am not expecting the chat to be very active today for this next hour, but I still wanted to do something, get some type of content out there for you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing. You said my normal stream time is Friday evenings at 7 o'clock. Uh, Yesterday was, of course, 4th of July. So everybody's probably out doing holiday stuff anyway. But again, I just thought I'd come on for an hour today and give you guys something. Anna's here. Welcome, Anna. How are you? How was your fourth? Are you still are you recovering or what's going on? How'd your holiday go? And I'm gonna go ahead and load up Honor and Glory here. We're gonna walk Titanic today for the next hour. And we are gonna start. Let's start off in first class. Good a spot as any, right? Might help to hit the board option. So yeah, do you have any other plans for this weekend, Anna? I got back. Let's see. Didn't do much. Seemed like the neighbors were shooting off fireworks in my yard. Cats and BF were kind of freaked out. It's funny how, for the most part, cats don't really get freaked out by fireworks, but dogs, on the other hand, of course, that's a whole different story. It's funny. My bro's dog, which is I occasionally take care of. That dog does not care one bit about firecrackers and fireworks. It does not phase that dog at all. And she was not phased last night either. So you're doing more YouTube and Diablo 4. Are you watching Diablo streams or are you playing Diablo? So here we are. Let's see. We are starting at B deck. I always like to go down and look at the purser's office. I was looking earlier this morning to see if there's a release date on Mike Brady's game, Ocean Liner Designs game that's supposed to be coming out this month. It's not Grand Voyage. It's that other one he talked about doing. There's still no release date on that yet. I'm hoping that will definitely come out before the end of the month, like he said it would, because that'll give us some new content, of course, to look at. SS United States is in there. The Bismarck is in there. SS Morro Castle, which I need to do more research into that ship because I've never heard of it before. And something I don't care. One is afraid of his own shadow. Yeah. So you're playing Diablo 4. I bought like a zoo simulator game today, and I was playing it for a bit this morning. So here we are in the purser's office. Wouldn't it be something if they could get down into the purser's office and open that safe and see what's in there? Not that they ever would, but you know. Mike has a couple of great videos on the Moral Castle. Didn't he just recently put one out on the Moral Castle? Let's go down here because, of course, this cabin is open. C55. And of course, the clock is still there on the mantle of the fireplace. You think it was a preview video for the game? Okay. Let's do something here. Bear with me a sec. All right. So I just sent out 5 memberships to the channel, and I hope you got one of them. That's the one thing I don't like. I always forget to do that, and one of the things I don't like about the membership thing on YouTube is you can't pick who gets the membership. Oh, you got it! Sweet. Now you can check out some of the members only content. So you have a 1-month membership. Enjoy. So speaking of which, talking about the memberships there for a minute, I have started a new series on the for members only, and it's called Ride Along. And what that is me and somebody else. So far, it's been my buddy Matt. He's been in the first 2 videos, but the two episodes are in the can, already available on the channel for you. So you can go and watch those at your leisure. And the gist of it, hey, Max is here. What's happening, Max? Man, I wish I would have waited to give out those memberships because you might have got one. Milan is here. Milan, I was thinking about you when I scheduled this morning. I'm like, man, I hope it's early enough to where Milan can finally make a live stream. Let me see if I can give out more. I think the max you can give out a month is 10. Aaron is here too. Welcome, Aaron. All right, we got some folks coming in. Let me try doing this gift thing again. Let's see if you guys, there we go. All right. So I just gifted some more. Let's see. Aaron got one. Excellent. Well, Aaron's already a member, so unfortunately, gifting a membership to Aaron doesn't do any good because Aaron is already a member. So pretty good. Ozzy's here. Welcome, Ozzy. Well, pretty good time for me. Thank you for the consideration. Of course, my friend. I hate that you can't make the live streams on Fridays, but I mean, I completely get why. You know, you're across the pond, and it's just too late for you. I get it. So, like I was saying when I started off. By the way, guys, this is cabin C73. Anyone know the significance of this cabin? I was thinking about it last night. I was going to stay on schedule last night and do the regular Friday 7 p.m. stream, but something came up where I was not going to be home, and at the end of the night, I just decided to go do what everybody else was doing, and pop fireworks and all that good stuff. So I decided I was going to schedule a stream for today, and I was like, you know what? Thinking about our friends across the pond, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do it Saturday night. I'm going to do it Saturday afternoon. That way, some of our friends across the pond, if they want to make it, they will be able to come. I was expecting a reduced viewership for this stream because, of course, again, yesterday was the 4th. It's still 4th of July weekend. People are out doing things. They're traveling, they're with family, all that stuff. Zoom in on the mail. All the dates are wrong. Are you talking about in C73, Aaron? So cabin C73, one of the things I was looking for, has anyone ever played, and I've mentioned this game on the stream many times before, Titanic Adventure Out of Time. It's an old PC game that came out in 1996. What dates are you talking about, Aaron? I may need you to guide me back to wherever I glanced over it, not paying attention. Was it in C55? Was it in here? We went in one of these side rooms, I think. So let's see. In the purser's office. Okay. I'm not sure how far you guys are behind me, so I might be in a completely different section of the ship by the time you guys see it on the stream. Anna, that's the room from the game, isn't it? Yes, you are correct, Anna. Ozzy, yes. Long live the potato room. Ozzy, member for 4 months. Thank you so much, Ozzy. Appreciate it. Zoom in the mail on the cubies. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see. I don't see any. Wait. It's probably because I'm looking at the completely wrong thing. That looks like it's all. Let's see. Can we zoom? The postmark. Okay. That's what you want to see? Okay. Let's see. It looks to me, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but all I can really make out is it looks like February 9th, 2 a.m. inside the black stamp. What do you guys is that what you guys are seeing? That's what it looks like to me. So, yes, we can do that. Okay, let's see. Can you crouch? Yeah, yes, we can crouch. Let's see. So let's do this. Eric, how are you doing, my friend? Digging that setup you got with the kid wallpapers. You need to get a screenshot of that and post it to the kids channel so Tim can see that. Let's see. These are pretty hard for me to make out. That one looks like it says January 9th or something. So what did you guys all do yesterday? How did you spend the 4th? And what are your plans for the remainder of the weekend? Let's see. What's this note over here? See if we can make this. I never really thought about it, like looking at the letters and all that stuff. Yeah, I can't make that out. And it says that bottom one looks like it might be Nebraska. Okay. I don't know if anyone from Nebraska was on the ship, or can we check out the engine room too today? Just visit the old steam locomotive. So I'm kind of a steam machine. Right. We can go to the engine room right now. Oh, Milan, it looks like you got one of the memberships too. So be sure, or well, no, you are already a member. Sorry, I'm having trouble remembering who is and who isn't members already. I know you two for sure. So you two and Ozzy are you, Aaron, and Ozzy are my members. Let's see. Well, let's go down. So here we are in D deck reception. Let's go run to the dining room real quick and make it count. Let's see. How about right here? close enough. I don't remember exactly what table it was, but you know, to making it count. All right. So let's go down to the engine room. We're going to go down the E deck and take Scotland Road aft. And here we are. How many of you think that you could, like, let's say they built a replica Titanic, and Anna wants to see the menus. Let's go back and look at the menus real quick, and then we will go to the engine room. Let's say they made a replica Titanic, 100% identical to the real thing. What would you say? What are the chances are that you could board the ship without a map of any kind, and you can navigate to any part of the ship that you want without the need for a map? Now, remember, this is only about 50, Honor and Glories are only about 50% of the ship completed. There's still another 50%, and I think it's mostly in the stern section that they have not completed. But the question stands, do you think you could navigate the ship and get where you need to get without the use of a map if there was a replica today? Let's see. Let's zoom in on a menu here. See if we can make this out. So we can read it. So here's the first class menu. Oops. I figured out my cruise ship without a map. The one I was on, it didn't take me long to figure. I think on the first day I had our ship figured out as well. I'm trying to get that glass out the way so we can read the whole menu. There we go. Milan, I'd probably confidently navigate to any area. Max, I probably could. Aaron says, hell no. I would say, I think I could navigate the ship without much of an issue. Eric, that's some great detail, right? No, it's true. No, I never thought to actually like zoom into the stuff like this that you can read and whatnot. So lunch, this is lunch, April 14th, 1912. Consomme Fermier. I don't know what that is. I certainly couldn't. It's okay. I'll be your tour guide, Eric. Fillets of brill, egg. I don't even know what that says. Chicken a la Maryland, corned beef. I'd probably go with the chicken. From the grill, mashed fried and baked jacket potatoes. That sounds like it might be good. I know other people have done this before. I would like to, maybe that might be a good idea for a members only video. I will find a recipe from one of Titanic's menus and make that. What do you that would be that? Let me write this down. If I do that, it would probably be a members only video. So Titanic meal video. Eric, since you're in here, I always had this crazy idea, Eric, about the kid. And I know they'll never do it, but I just want to, I got to remember to pitch this to Tim just so it would get a chuckle out of him. So, of course, we know kid had an ice cream machine on board that was never used because they could never get the ingredients because, destroyer menus didn't have ingredient. I mean, the destroyer list could not, their supplies list, they were not allowed to have ice cream on their list. So they got an ice cream machine, but it was essentially useless. Imagine today if they could put that ice cream machine into use, of course, once she gets back, and package and sell USS Kid ice cream made fresh off the shelf. And the egg thing is scrambled eggs, poached asparagus, and maybe hollandaise sauce sometimes. I do like eggs Benedict with hollandaise sauce. Milan, oh, there's a guy on YouTube who made all meals from first, second, and maybe even third class on Titanic. I can look it up if you want. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So yeah, here we are. We're heading aft. Let's see. Look what we have here. Let's go down. So here you go, Milan. Here is the engine room. And there they are, those big towering things. And of course, if you look at the wreck, of course, at the front of the stern section, you can see the engines right there, front and center. It looks like, honestly, to me, it looks like everything is going to collapse around the engines, and they are going to stand a whole lot longer than everything else on the stern section. Aren't they beautiful? Yes, they most certainly are. And even if it was only fired up for special events, I think ice cream made right on the Kid has a certain appeal to it. Absolutely. I mean, there's no way they're ever going to do it because the logistics of it. You got to make all that stuff, you got to package it, then you've got to sell it, and you got to get you got to go through board of health and all that. So it's not a realistic thing, but it's always an idea I had in the back of my head. Eric, that would be cool. Unfortunately, to sell it, there would be some FDA hoops to jump through. They could give it away to people taking the tour, or maybe an overnighters. Yep. And then there's the after you make all that stuff and you package it and all that, you've got to go through the process of cleaning that machine. I would imagine I've never had an ice cream machine, but I imagine you have to clean it daily after you use it. Aaron says no oil on the engines. So yeah, there's no way for it to be possible, but it's still cool to think about. Imagine, you go and you can get your USS Kid ice cream, and it has like the little pirate on the face of the wrapper. So what room do you guys want to see? Give me some options so we can go around and see what you guys want to see. Eric, it is a neat idea though. Absolutely. Did you guys enjoy the oh, that's great. There we go. Put Tim on the wrapper. Oh, he would have a fit. Yeah, give me some ideas. Anything else you guys want to see? Because let's crouch so we can get here. And here we got a nice view looking down. And I believe let's go look at, since we're down here, we can go one more room aft and look at the turbine room. So let's go look at the turbine room real quick. What did you guys think of the stream with Shane last week? Did you guys enjoy that? Because like Tim, Shane is a wealth of information, and he's happy to share it. And it might be easier rather than try market it like that to just sell it. Yeah, you could essentially give it away at the museum, but I mean, there's still going to be board of health hurdles and stuff. I imagine you got to go through. And dang it, I missed that live. No worries, Anna. It is available on my channel and, of course, on the Buffalo Naval Park. So, by the way, if you are not subscribed to the Buffalo Naval Park's YouTube channel, there you go. What are you waiting for? Go give them a shout out. Go give them some love. Tell them I sent you. Milan, here's an interesting food for thought. If you could rebuild any ocean liner from history apart from 401, which would it be and why? Um, I think that's a great question for all the chat. And my response is going to probably be dull for you, Milan. But since you specified it can't be 401, I mean, I'm just going to go with 400. Because, I mean, there's, for me, as you guys know, the Olympians are my favorite ocean liners. And if I can't have 401, then why not take 400? And it's just as good. Or as some people will tell you, Olympic is better. It's okay to have a preference. It's okay to like one over the other. It's not a big deal. We just love them all. But no, that's a good question for everyone. Aaron says the Normandy. That's a solid choice. Excuse me. I mean, I think the Normandy is an excellent choice as well. Max 433 Britannic. Max, I'm surprised you say Britannic. I thought you would have went with one of the Canard ships. Eric, that's what I was about to say. So I have a question for you guys. So here's one for you guys to ponder on. I've actually been wanting to ask this question on stream for a while now, and now I just finally remembered it. So here we go. Are we people like us, ship enthusiasts? I don't care if it's ocean liners, if you prefer ocean liners, you prefer warships, whatever the case may be. Are we historians or are we not historians? People like us that read about these things and research them and are fascinated by them. Are we historians or are we not? What is your, and that, there's no right or wrong answer. It is your opinion I'm looking for. Don't come down here too often either. Oh, wait. No, of course we come down here. I got myself turned around. We just left from here. Aaron, no, we are nerds. We most certainly are. And that's okay. You can be a nerd about anything you want to be. I'm a big horror nerd. I love horror movies. I love horror books, anything in that genre. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. So let's go a bit forward. Max says yes. Okay. So we've got one no and one yes. I know what I'm gonna do here. Let's see. I am going to start a poll. Are we historians? There we go. Okay. So there we go. We got a poll in the chat. Eric says, I'd consider myself a naval enthusiast. That's a good term. I like that, Eric. Karen says, historians. Aaron says, as a whole, yes, but for me, no. Here's my take on it. I believe, and I should have threw the term expert in there as well. Historian / expert. I believe that a expert or historian, and again, this is just my opinion. I believe it is someone who has some type of college education, a degree in a respective field, and has researched a certain ship or a certain part of maritime history for years upon years or even decades. So for me personally, I have considered myself not a historian. I have considered myself a researcher, and I like Eric's term right there, naval enthusiast. It's a more professional way of saying ship nerd, but it works, right? Let's go back to Scotland Road in the first class. Did I pass up Scotland Road? Or is it right there? No, that's number 5 boiler. So that's my thoughts on it. Let's see. Main stairway. Milan, we know a ton of stuff, but an actual maritime historian like Mike Brady or Grack probably knows more than us. I think enthusiast is a good word. Um, I don't know Mike Brady's education, so I'm certainly not going to say he isn't. But when I think of just in my mind, when I think of historian slash expert, um, this shouldn't surprise you guys at all. Park Stevenson comes to mind. Don Lynch comes to mind. Robert Ballard. Those are people that when I think of historian or expert, uh, those are the guys that I typically think of. At least in as far as Titanic, but um, Parks has also been like a naval engineer. He was in the Navy. He knows way more about maritime history than just Titanic. So uh, Eric's got one here too. Mercolano. I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering that. And it says, I think we are in ways we continue to share the history of things and evolve with the information and keep that history alive. We don't have to know everything to be a historian. That's absolutely correct. But and the cool thing is, even historians will probably be the first to tell you they don't know everything. All right, let's finish our poll here. And there we are. Poll of 9 votes, 77% say yes, 22% say no. So there you have it. All right. Let's see. Let's mosey back on up. Mark is here, but working on a limited service. No worries, Mark. I know you had something going on. I think one of your buddies or something was visiting you today. Hope you're having a great day. Hope your 4th was great. Anna James Delgado, the archaeologist who found the Clotilda, has a new book coming out, The Great Museum of the Sea. Okay. Of course, Mark, Olympic class, specifically, of course, Titanic, because there is no Olympic honor and glory. That would be really cool. But maybe Olympic will show up in Mike Brady's game that's supposed to be coming out this month. That's my hope. I mean, with him being affiliated with Honor and Glory, he probably has access to the assets that he needs to put Olympic in the game. So, fingers crossed. And here we go. Let's go have a look around outside. Mark says he got to play this demo again. I haven't played it since Titanic Month, which was only a few months ago, but I still like to come back and walk the ship every now and then because it helps me keep my mind fresh on my Olympians. So let's go. Are we on A deck? I don't think we are. Yeah, we are on A deck. THG is mostly based off Olympic and Britannic. I don't know about that. I would imagine it's more based off Titanic than anything. I would think they researched Titanic first and foremost. Do you see this gold band going all the way around? I would imagine this is one of the expansion joints. This is probably the forward-most expansion joint right here. I'm on 5G and there's a lag a little bit. No worries. No worries. Yep, exactly. Yep, Aaron's got it right too. That is an expansion joint. So let's go up to boat deck and look at the wireless room because I can't come on Titanic and not visit the wireless room. It's what I do. But let's go look at the lounge real quick. Yeah, like I said, there's some talks about adding 400 to Grand Voyage. This was before Ship Explorer was announced. Nothing solid yet, but they are considering it. I hope he'll put it in Ship Explorer as well, because that game is, of course, coming out so much sooner than what Grand Voyage is. There's no ETA for Grand Voyage, where they already have Ship Explorer listed on Steam. I have it on my wish list, and according to Steam, they have announced that it's supposed to be coming out this month. But I checked this morning, and there is still no release date yet. So you have the beautiful reading and writing room. Let's go take a look at the lounge. It always makes me sad when you're watching the movie and the breakup is happening, and this beautiful ceiling right here it all just gets destroyed. The measurements and what Titanic looked like, yeah, when they didn't, it was Olympic. Well, yeah, and that's fine. I would imagine that they referenced Olympic if there was something missing in the historical record about Titanic. But I'm certain they would have went to Titanic first. Okay, so let's head up to the wireless room. What is the last, or which Titanic movie have you guys seen most recently? Have you seen Cameron's movie or A Night to Remember? Which one have you seen more recently? On my demo looks different. Yours looks more real. Do you have the graphics settings? What are your graphics settings at, Mark? Meet me at the clock. Make it out. Make it count. Make it out. SOS Titanic, last one last week. Okay. Mark, Night to Remember. Yep, myself as well. What about war movies? Which ones have you guys seen recently? Or what's the last one you've seen? Milan, all these beautiful interiors destroyed so violently. Yeah. And I haven't watched a fictional movie in forever. I can't say that. Certainly not, because I got home from watching the new Jurassic World in the theaters about 20 minutes before I went live here. Mark, it's on full graphics. It was Aaron's computer. Huh, that's interesting. I'm not sure, Mark. Anna, y'all made me too picky on details. Well, that's what we do here. I've analyzed these ships to death. I've watched experts. I've listened to experts. To know them as best I can, so I at least have a clue of what I'm talking about when I come on here and talk to you guys about these ships. Milan, make it out. No, that's a later scene in the movie. All right. Here we go. To officers' quarters. Let's go. I was talking about Kid, of course, a few minutes ago. How many have you guys all seen Greyhound? The movie that the kid stars in? Let's see what let's zoom in on the card here. Maybe you have brighter lighting. I'll fiddle with the settings. Maybe so. The Marconi International Marine Communications Company. And of course, Titanic's Marconi sign was MGY. Eric, my daughter-in-law and granddaughter have been binge watching the Jurassic movies. They are actually watching one now. Nice. Skip CQD, CQD. Yeah, Skip, this is my room. By the way, I would have survived. As we all know, uh, Anna's the lucky one. She would have got off on either side of the ship. But for us men, if we were not on Murdoch's side of the ship, we all turn into popsicles. Yes, Greyhound is one of my favorite movies. Eric, yeah, Greyhound was the last movie I watched. Excellent. I love Greyhound. Here's the thing. I've seen it twice and I want to watch it again, but I am not subscribing to Disney or Hulu, whichever one it is. I think it's Disney for a whole month just so I can watch one movie. I'm annoyed with the fact that you can't even buy like a digital copy of a movie anymore. You have to get the subscription to watch the movie. So, in my view, they're still losing out money because I'm not subscribing to watch one movie. If you put the movie for sale, even digitally, I'll probably buy it because I really like the movie. Let's see, Mark. I'll have to check out Greyhound on that free movie site. DM me to remember. Well, Mark, you can also sign up. If you have never had Disney Plus before, you can sign up for a free trial for a week. And if anyone hasn't done that yet, I my personal recommendations to you. There are a couple of Titanic documentaries. There's 25 Years Later with James Cameron. Um, Park Stevenson's in there. Don Lynch is in there. Ken Marshall is in there. And of course, you can watch Greyhound and you can watch Masters of the Air. That would be all the content that I would recommend to you. Of course, if you're going to do that, you only got 7 days. So make sure you binge watch everything. That way you get it all watched before the trial expires. All right. So let's go on to the bridge. And you can watch Star Wars. I already own all the Star Wars movies. I physically and digitally. I bought them all before you went. Everybody went to all this. You gotta subscribe crap. So I can watch Star Wars anytime I want. All right, and here we are, right here at the bridge. Hard to starboard. What time is the clock set at? I never thought to look at that. Looks like it is. Huh. Well, how about that for a coincidence? It's 4:40 on 4:40. One. It's the exact same time on Titanic's clock that it is in real life for me right now. 4:43. How about that? Well, that's a coincidence, huh? I did not plan that out. Mark, yeah, your lighting is a lot brighter. Gotcha. Oh, Aaron says your time. Are you sure, Aaron? Does the game actually go with the time, like with your real life time? Huh? If it, I never noticed that before. Max says the same thing. Yes, always your time. Well, you guys just taught me something. I swear I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Considering this is a demo and not a full game, that's actually pretty cool. All right. And this is the thing that annoys me the most about this demo. You cannot go on the forecastle. I really wish they would have added in that you could at least go on the forecastle before they stopped making updates to this. I mean, we all know you can, of course, go on the stern, but not the forecastle. So let's go back. Let's go run to the gym. Did you guys see there? I'm assuming everybody here is also subscribed to Tom Linsky's channel, Part Time Explorer. He did a video recently, maybe a couple of months ago, where there's a ship that he went on at night. I think it's somewhere Michigan, Wisconsin, somewhere in that area. And there's a ship that has davits. It's not the exact Welland davits that the Olympians had, but they are very close to it. And they did a simulation as how long it takes them, uncover the boat and swing it out, and they simulate lowering it. Eric, he does some great documentary. Yeah, oh yeah, Tom's content is fantastic. Eric, Aaron, yeah, you knew where I was going with that. The lifeboat simulation. Yeah, if you guys have not seen that, that's actually really good. Oh no, I very much enjoyed his content. And here we are, and we can go headbutt the punching bag since we don't have hands. We can headbutt it. I got to leave now. Going to rewatch the rest of the stream tomorrow. No worries, Milan. It's only going to be another 15 minutes or so anyway. So you were here for the majority of it, and I thank you for stopping by. And have a great evening. Enjoy your Sunday. Max gave us the name of the ship that I was talking about in Tom's video, the Milwaukee Clipper. So if you guys have not seen that video, go and take a look. Okay, so another thing I absolutely have to do is I've got to go promenading. So let's head on out to the boat deck, or excuse me, to a deck. And the Milwaukee Clipper is in Michigan. Okay. All right. Aaron, since you are here, I have a question for you as well. You did a video recently where you were talking about like, if I remember right, like putting together old computers and stuff. I mentioned Titanic Adventure Out of Time earlier. Do you have a PC that is capable of running Titanic Adventure Out of Time? I mean, modern PCs have the hardware to run it, but trying to get that game to work on a modern PC has been a nightmare for me. I've never been successful with it. Yeah, so like either Mark or Max was mentioning, the closest you can get to the forecastle is by going below decks, and of course you can get up to the crow's nest. The entrance to the crow's nest is down in the forecastle on C deck. Uh, Karen, I have to say goodbye. I'll catch you all on next stream. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you as always. You can run it with modern hardware. I have okay. Interesting. Good to know. All right. So here we go. We're going down a deck promenade here. I need a kid simulator like this, or kid honor and glory, so we can walk around the kid. We do it a lot faster because she's only a fourth of the size of Titanic, but still in all, would it be cool if we had that? And hey, if Mike Brady's putting warships in his ship simulator, maybe we can all lobby him to put Kid in his game. You're such a kid nerd. Of course I am, because Kid is great. All right, yeah, Kid Sim would be great, right? See, Eric would play it too. USS Kid Sim. Let's, Maybe we can lobby Mike to put it in his game. You know what I think he's going to do though? If he's since he's going to put some warships in his game, I have a feeling we'll see some of the most popular warships. I would not be shocked at all if we see Missouri and Arizona in his ship simulator game. Not be surprised at all. Mark, all warships sim would be awesome, right? Here's one for Max, USS North Carolina in ship simulator. How about that? Eric Enterprise. There you go. Oh, I could come up with a list between ocean liners and warships, like, that big. As far as a wish list of ships I would want to see in that game. Yes, North Carolina. Oh, can you push through? Oh, yeah. Here we go. First class smoking. Ah, yes, Mark. USS Pennsylvania, BB-38. Sister ship to Arizona and lead ship of the class. Yes. Let's go down to B deck. We've got to see, of course, the Cafe Parisien and a la carte. Actually, let's go look at Father Brown's room real quick before we do that, and then we will go across the hall over there to Thomas Andrews' room. So here we are in Father Brown's room, and of course, there's his camera, like so. Now let's go run to Thomas Andrews' room real quick. And of course, blueprints everywhere. It would not surprise me at all if Thomas Andrews had this in his room. I'm sure he probably did. But yeah, going back to the warships, I would imagine for American warships, we will see Arizona and Missouri probably first. That'd be my guess. And of course, the Cafe Parisien, one of my favorite spots on the ship. I'm sure we've all seen the deleted scene from Cameron's movie where as the collision is happening, Molly Brown is sitting in the Cafe Parisien and she holds up her glass like, "Can I get some more ice?" as the iceberg's going right behind her. Do you guys think they should have left that scene in the movie or cut it out? I honestly think it was a bit goofy and corny, and I'm glad they cut that out. It was just a bit too silly. All right, and that'll bring us out to second class. Let's go look at the a la carte real quick. Anything with Kathy Bates should be kept in. I don't know. I just that was just a bit too silly for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. She was incredible as Molly Brown. I loved her in that role. But yeah, it didn't work for the movie, in my opinion. So here we are, the a la carte. Well, Anna, was it you that you never heard of this game before until you found my stream? Am I remembering that correctly? Thing is, at that point, no one knew what was about to happen, so a little joke seems right. Yeah, I don't know. It just within the context of the moment. I mean, no, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. I am correct. My question: Anna never heard of this game until she found my stream. So, Anna, I have a follow-up question. Have What's that book on the podium? I would imagine that would be a reservation book. That's what it looks like. Yeah, so this is probably reservations. So yeah, I had a follow-up question, Anna. Have you went and found this game and tried exploring Titanic for yourself yet? Mark, I still have to work in the morning. Tomorrow is hotter. Oh yes. I try to be indoors as much as possible during the summer, as you guys of course know that. Let's go to and the fan on my PC kicks in a high gear when this thing is loading. I don't know why. Is the demo free? Yes, the demo is most. There's several demos and they're all free. Um, but I think 4.01 is like the newest and the final one that they did. But there is one where you can go around that I recommend getting. It's an older one where you actually it starts off you're on a train and you're heading to the shipyard and like you're the inspector, maybe like on the British Board of Trade or something, to inspect the ship, and you can walk around the ship on the exterior before you actually board. So I would recommend getting that one as well. And of course, second class entrance down there. It's 4.01. I'm fairly certain, Hannah. All right. So we got only a few minutes left, guys. I'm going to go ahead and make my way to the stern, and that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. And Anna, as a reminder, just again, heads up, you have a free subscription to the channel for a month. So be sure to check out the members only content. That is all available to you right now. There are members only videos, and you get to see all of the upcoming content before everyone else as a member. All right. Yeah, I'd heard of it many moons ago, back when that the guy of the story was still involved, but I lost track of it until I found your stream. Yeah, that's when they were. I think they were shooting for the stars with the game, with like a story mission and all that stuff, and that just wasn't never going to happen. Somebody loves the second class lounge, so here it is. I think it's Mark. Mark was a big fan of the second class lounge. Am I remembering that correctly, Mark? Oh, it was a great idea. And we referenced Tom Linsky earlier. He actually owns the copyright to the story that they were going to use for the game. So maybe at some point, he might do something with it. It'd be I am, as you guys know, I don't care much at all for fictional stories on Titanic or about Titanic. I feel like too many of them they take too many liberties for the sake of making a buck, and I'm not about that. I don't like it. Yeah, he was asked about it on the anniversary stream this year, and yeah, he mentioned that he owns the copyright. So if he were to do a fictional story on Titanic, I would probably check it out from someone like him, because I know he's going to be respectful to the source material. Okay, so we are here. This is where we first met. There's supposedly an Escape from Titanic game. Yeah, it's on PlayStation, and I do not have PlayStation, so I'm gonna have to watch. Eventually, somebody's gonna do a playthrough and put it on YouTube, and I'm just gonna check that. It's probably on YouTube already or Twitch, whatever. So I just need to find a stream of it, and that's how I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm not buying a PlayStation that I'm never gonna play for the sake of one game. Now, I'll play it 2 or 3 times, and I've had my fill. All right, guys. So that I think is going to wrap it up for this week. Let's go big here. I know this was a bit impromptu, but I appreciate you guys, of course, as always, for coming and hanging out with me for an hour. I'm going to get off of here and go run some errands that I need to run, and probably take in some movies or something tonight. So I appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for coming in. For those of you that got a membership, enjoy it, take advantage of it. And we will be back next Friday at the regular time, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, as always, for our weekly 1 hour live stream. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Appreciate you guys so much. And until the next time, you guys know the drill. Drive safely.